Hello, hello, ladies. I'm Mariah, and I got a couple of requests to share my story on how I recovered from my recurring UTIs. And so here I go. Yes, recurring UTIs, I've been suffering from them for about 2 years. And my first infection, I tried all sorts of natural things like oregano. I was in the jungle. I didn't have much to use. And I didn't have cranberry juice, so I used hibiscus flowers. But it got to the point where I was really hurting down there, and so I got antibiotics, and that's really where my recurring UTI story started to happen. It was the antibiotics, I think, took my microbiome and changed it, and I started not only getting reoccurring UTIs, but I got bronchial infections. And at the time, I was at a retreat center, so I did this 5-day fast. I swear this is what saved me. I did this 5-day fast, and from then on, I think that really just took out the bad stuff and built my immune system. And yes, so that happened. But about a year later, these things started to come back. And again, at the time I was traveling, so I was prescribed ciprofloxacin, which many of you probably know. Ciprofloxacin is one of the most dangerous pharmaceuticals you could probably ever take. There is a black box warning for it. It causes tendon ruptures, psychiatric problems, the full gamut. And I know that ciprofloxacin has really helped you guys, some of you, and I'm so happy for that. But for me, it was really prescribed unnecessarily. I could have taken something as simple as Keflex or penicillin. It would have done the job and not create so much havoc in my body. It is a broad spectrum antibiotic that was designed to kill anthrax. So it is gnarly, to say the least. And in general, antibiotics are not healthy for you. If you are currently suffering from recurring UTIs, the first thing that you must stop doing, or really try to avoid doing, is taking antibiotics. And so I'm going to give you a couple tips on how to do that. So the first one is D-mannose. D-mannose literally was a lifesaver for me. If you don't know what D-mannose is a cranberry pineapple extract, and it acts as Velcro to remove the E. coli from the urinary tract infection. Super effective, super safe. In my opinion, works better than antibiotics if you have an E. coli infection. If you've already tried D-mannose and it's not working for you, don't worry, I got you. Yes, I've done a lot of research on this because my story actually didn't just end with UTIs. Because of ciprofloxacin, because of the damage of that particular medicine, I was suffering from a gamut of issues. I had arthritis, I had severe cystic acne, I saw my scars, my battle wounds, and I had severe insomnia, severe anxiety, severe depression. I was sleeping 1 to 3 hours a night for months, 11 months. It was the most horrifying experience of my life. And I just broke my leg too. I broke my leg and I had three broken bones. I had to get surgery for it. And I'm like, this is nothing compared to what I went through with my ciprofloxacin journey. And so, yes, stay away from the antibiotics. They will keep destroying your microbiome. And your microbiome, new studies are coming out every day of the importance of it, how it is 50% of who you are. You are your microbiome. It's crazy. you can look into that. But yeah, so you want to stop using antibiotics. And if you've had a lot of antibiotics, don't worry, you can recover. I swear. So take D-mannose and see if that works for you. If it hasn't worked for you, there is this herb called cryptolepis, and it's an herb from sub-Saharan Africa. There's a guy who writes about it. His name is Stephen Buhner. He has several books on herbs that kill infections, kill viruses, kill bacteria, how to treat Lyme. Really great guy, really great herbalist. And so I'll put his book or his link in the description below so that you can have that. But cryptolepis is a really powerful herbal antibiotic. It kills bacteria, the bad bacteria, without detrimenting, without like setting fire to your whole microbiome. So it's one of the safer things you can take to get rid of your infection. And I've heard miracle stories with this stuff. I've heard people who were suffering 10, 12 years with a staph infection, and then they follow Stephen Buhner's approach using cryptolepis, and they get rid of their infection in a month. So there are options, there are things to be discovered, and by the way, these herbs are cheap. Most of these herbs grow naturally in our environment, and they're actually weeds. Yes, they're weeds. And so it's just pretty miraculous that nature gives us our medicine in these ways. So cryptolepis, there's this other formula called Bajangpian, and I've never personally used it, but I've talked to many women who have, and women who have used D-mannose, and it just doesn't work for them. And this is about 5 or 6 Chinese herbs, and I don't typically like to get things from China because of the contamination, but these are certified, these are tested, and I've heard it works really great. Look at the testimonial, do your own research. I encourage you. But these are these 3 options so that you can get off of antibiotics and really start recovering your health. That's what this is about. So D-mannose, cryptolepis, and Bajangpian. Those 3 things will help you. And if you try those things, which I'd be surprised if those don't work for you, but buy Stephen Buhner's book and learn about these herbal antibiotics, you will find something that works for you, I promise. Okay, so those are bandaids. Those are help to get you through and kill the infection so that you can stop it and then go recover your health and build your immune system, strengthen yourself so that UTIs be gone. We want them gone, and this is possible. I know you guys are struggling right now. I know that you think I can never get out of this, but you can. So the second thing is diet change. You really want to get rid of the things that are facilitating bad bacteria growth. And this, number 1 thing, sugar. Sugar comes in many forms. Sugar comes in fruits. Sugar comes in maple syrup. Sugar comes in honey. So you want to remove all of the sugars. The things that you can eat in terms of fruits are low glycemic index fruits, and these are your berries. These are strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. Feel free to eat as much of those as you would like. They also have really powerful antioxidants in them. Yes, but you want to get rid of all of your sugar, especially cane sugar, maple sugar, honey. Yes, so absolutely no sugar. Only there's 2 types of sweetener that you can use, and it's stevia and monk fruit, and these are becoming really, really popular. So popular you can literally get them, I'm sure, at like corner stores. So there's really no reason to be having sugar these days, because with the natural sweeteners, stevia and monk fruit, Lakanto, I believe, is the name brand. They sell at Costco. I've never really gotten into Lakanto. Stevia works for me. But those things, you can sweeten them with your tea, with anything, and it tastes sweet. So, yes. So those are some things that you definitely want to remove sugar, because that will feed the bad bacteria, that will feed your E. coli, that will feed your staph, that will feed your candida. It will feed everything. So really need to get off of that. And the other thing is dairy. Dairy contains a lot of mucus in it, which serves as a membrane for bacteria to grow. That's probably why, at least for me, when I have milk, I tend to like feel it in my bronchial, and if over time, I will get an infection. So, and dairy in general, like, it's very inflammatory. So you want to remove it, get it out of your body. You will see miracles happen. And the third one is gluten. And gluten also is a very very inflammatory food that bacteria love. So, yes, you can do it. I believe in you. These are just 3 things. There's so many other options now to the fun part. So once you get rid of these things, actually, while you're getting these things, you want to introduce vital life force to your body, vital nutrition. And this is macrodosing and leafy greens, anything colorful, carrots, an assortment of vegetables. Get an assortment of vegetables. Go to the grocery store, buy every vegetable you see. See what you love, see what you taste, and really get it in there. You can steam these. I love steaming my vegetables. I think that's the simplest, healthiest way, fastest way to do it. And you want to do everything that's organic. This is really important. I know, it's not fun, now I have to go buy organic, it's more expensive, it's whatever. Find a way. I believe if there's a will, there's a way. You can go make a negotiation with your farmer. Do whatever you gotta do, but eat organic, because non-organic food is really, it's pesticide food. It's toxic food, because there's a lot of toxins that they put in agriculture. Glyphosate is the biggest one, and these go into your body and they create all sorts of catastrophe. And even if you're eating organic, we're still exposed to glyphosate, because they literally spray it everywhere. And they, meaning the city, the government, the agricultural farms. So it's in the air, it's in the water, and you're going to get it. But if you eat clean, then you can really reduce the amount that you get. And this is super important, because glyphosate is an antibiotic. It will kill your microbiome. So it's really important that you eat organic, as clean as you can, macrodose in the vegetables. If you like meat, eat organic chicken. Organic chicken these days you can get in the stores, pretty much any store. And the third thing, and this is also really important, is eating fermented foods. These are your sauerkrauts, your kimchi, your kefirs. So while you can't have milk and cheese and those things, having a kefir, like a goat milk kefir, that's totally fine, because it's processed totally different by the bacteria. And so fermented vegetables is where it's at. If you like me, I'm huge in fermented vegetables. I make my own fermented vegetables, and if you'd like me to share with you how I do that, I'd love to do it. But there's millions there's content out there to show you how to do it. Super easy. It literally takes 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes, and you have a probiotic that's super healthy, more diverse than any probiotic you can get in the store. And probiotics are so expensive. It's for $40-50. I think I saw one for like $60 one time, 70, and you really do not need it. Actually, I don't recommend probiotics at all because usually it's only 2 or 3 or 4 probiotic bacteria in the probiotics, and that's enforcing a monocultural system within your gut. So instead of getting that diversity that you get from a probiotic, a fermented food that you make, you're getting a monoculture probiotic, and that can kind of overcrowd your... I don't really know how it works, to be honest. There's a guy, I'll maybe send a link to him, put a link, but his name is Zach Bush, and he covers a lot of the information about microbiomes. Yeah, so fermented foods, you definitely want to introduce. Okay, so that covered diet. If you have any questions about that, let me know. If you'd like me to go more in depth about that, I practice a macrobiotic diet. That's what works for me. I do still eat chicken and stuff like that, but macrobiotics, what makes it amazing is the ideas in food preparation. We soak all our beans and rice in the macrobiotic diet, which is critical. If you're eating beans and rice, it needs to be soaked because beans and rice have high phytic acids, which are enzyme inhibitors, which when you remove that, your food becomes more nutritionally available to you. I personally can't eat grains and beans without them being soaked because it upsets my stomach. And if you've had lots of antibiotics and you're suffering from UTIs, you probably also have a gut issue that needs to be resolved. And macrobiotics is an amazing tool, amazing diet, amazing lifestyle to really transform your gut and your overall health. So if you want me to also cover that more and show you what I eat, let me know. Okay, so the last and final thing, that was a lot of content, but the last and final thing, this one's easy. I like to take immune supporting herbs, and I found the best way for me to get my immune supporting herbs is through beverage. I used to like to drink tea and coffee. I don't do that anymore. And instead, I drink what I call a magical Mariah's mushroom brew. Yes, it has reishi, cordyceps, lion's mane, turkey's tail, and last but not least, dandelion, dandy tea, dandy coffee. Dandy's really powerful at supporting the liver, getting out the gunk. Reishi is super powerful for the immune system. Cordyceps really powerful for supporting ATP production and energy within your mitochondria and your cells, which probably have been damaged through antibiotics. Lion's mane, good for the nerves, nerve functioning. Turkey tail, also really powerful for the immune system. So these are, and chaga. So I'll put these in the description below so that you can find them. The brand that I buy is called Ohm, and they're organic. They test for metals and pesticides within their products. So super good, super great. I love my mushroom coffee. Like, I look forward to it every single day and drinking it. So, and it's like a fun way. It's just a fun way of getting your adaptogens, your immune supporting herbs. It doesn't feel like, I'm taking herbs here. It feels like I'm just drinking my coffee. Yes. So, those are those herbs that you can make a coffee out of. And the second herbs, or a couple of herbs that you can also do is astragalus and rhodiola. And these are also very powerful adaptogenic herbs that really support the immune system and fighting infections. So I'll put all those things and links into the description, as well as the brands that I use that have helped me. And I know this was a lot of information, and just know that you don't have to do all this all at one time. Like, it took me a year to really like fully integrate all of these things. So take your time, be patient with yourself, love yourself, know that this is going to pass. Everything does. I know when I was in my worst of my worst, not sleeping, like boils bubbling out of my skin, I was like, this is never going to end. I really felt truly like it was never going to end, and it did. Every day you make small steps, you believe in yourself as much as you can, and it does change. You can become healthy, you can get rid of these UTIs. UTIs are probably, if you're not dealing with the other stuff, UTIs will probably be so simple for you to get rid of with these steps. So you've got it. You can do this. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. This will pass. You are powerful. You are in control of your body. You can overcome this. Alright guys. I'll see you later. Let me know if you have any questions.